The following is a Krebs Park epic production. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Enjoy watching.
Here are some fascinating and mind-blowing stories from ancient times about Islam and other religions, excluding Christianity. Let's start with Islam and then explore other religious traditions. Mind-blowing stories from Islam. The Night Journey, Isra and Miraj, of Prophet Muhammad. One of the most incredible stories in Islamic tradition is the Isra and Miraj, the night journey and ascension of the Prophet Muhammad. The Night Journey, Isra. According to Islamic belief, in the year 621 CE, the Prophet Muhammad was miraculously transported from the Kaaba in Mecca to Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem in a single night. This part of the journey is called Isra. The Prophet is said to have traveled on a celestial steed named Burak, described as a white-winged horse-like creature, which carried him swiftly across the vast distance. The Ascension, Miraj. After arriving in Jerusalem, Muhammad is said to have ascended to the heavens, Miraj, from the rock upon which the Dome of the Rock now stands. In his journey through the seven heavens, he met various prophets such as Adam, Moses, Jesus, and Abraham, and finally reached the presence of Allah, God. During this celestial journey, he was shown both the wonders of paradise and the punishments of hell. At the climax of the Miraj, the Prophet Muhammad was given instructions by God on the 5 daily prayers, Salah, that all Muslims are obliged to perform. This story is considered one of the most miraculous events in Islamic tradition and is commemorated annually by Muslims worldwide during Laylat al-Miraj. 2. The conversion of the Mongols to Islam. The story of the Mongols, once the most feared empire builders in history, embracing Islam is both surprising and transformative. From destroyers to believers. In the 13th century, the Mongols, under the leadership of Genghis Khan and later Hulagu Khan, invaded and devastated large parts of the Islamic world, including the sacking of Baghdad in 1258, which marked the end of the Abbasid Caliphate. The Mongols were initially perceived as a ruthless force opposed to Islamic civilization. However, within a few decades, a remarkable transformation took place. Berke Khan, the grandson of Genghis Khan and the ruler of the Golden Horde, was one of the first Mongol leaders to convert to Islam in the 1250s. His conversion led to a shift in alliances, as Berke Khan opposed his cousin Hulagu Khan's destructive campaigns against Muslim territories and even formed alliances with the Mamluks of Egypt against Hulagu's forces. By the late 13th century, several other Mongol rulers, including Ghazan Khan of the Ilkhanate, had converted to Islam. Under Ghazan and his successors, the Ilkhanate transitioned from a foreign occupation force to a major Islamic state that patronized Islamic art, science, and culture. The mass conversion of the Mongols to Islam was a pivotal moment that helped revitalize Islamic civilization after the devastation they had initially caused. Mind-blowing stories from other religions. 1. The Oracle of Delphi, ancient Greek religion. One of the most mysterious and awe-inspiring aspects of ancient Greek religion is the story of the Oracle of Delphi, a priestess known as the Pythia who was believed to channel the god Apollo and provide prophetic insights. The trance and prophecies. Located at the temple complex in Delphi, the Pythia would sit on a tripod seat over a chasm in the earth from which intoxicating vapors were said to rise. Under the influence of these vapors, she would enter a trance-like state and deliver cryptic prophecies. These prophecies were highly sought after by kings, generals, and commoners, and the oracle played a significant role in major decisions throughout ancient Greek history. The exact nature of the vapors and the trance state remains a mystery to this day. Some modern researchers have speculated that the Pythia may have inhaled ethylene gas emitted from a fault line under the temple, which could induce a euphoric or altered mental state, though this theory remains debated. The oracle's prophecies often took the form of riddles, such as the famous prophecy given to King Croesus of Lydia. If you cross the river, a great empire will be destroyed. Croesus interpreted it as a favorable omen to attack the Persian Empire, but he misunderstood. It was his own empire that would be destroyed. 2. Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism. The story of Emperor Ashoka of India and his conversion to Buddhism is another remarkable tale of transformation through religion. From conqueror to peace advocate, Ashoka, who ruled the Maurya Empire from 268 to 232 BCE, was initially known for his ruthless military conquests, including the bloody Kalinga War. The war resulted in immense loss of life and suffering, and it is said that witnessing the aftermath deeply affected Ashoka. Overcome with guilt and sorrow, he experienced a profound spiritual crisis. Ashoka then turned to Buddhism and became a devoted follower of the Buddhist teachings. His reign marked a radical shift from violent conquest to governance based on compassion, nonviolence, and moral reform. He established hospitals, built roads, and promoted social welfare. Ashoka is also credited with spreading Buddhism beyond India, sending missionaries to various regions, including Sri Lanka, Central Asia, and even Greece. His edicts, inscribed on rocks and pillars across the empire, advocated for moral conduct, religious tolerance, and nonviolence. Ashoka's transformation from a violent conqueror to a benevolent ruler committed to peace and Buddhism is one of the most extraordinary stories in ancient religious history. 3. The drowning of Pharaoh's army in Hindu tradition. Interestingly, a story similar to the Exodus narrative in the Bible appears in Hindu tradition, involving the submergence of an army in a body of water. The story of Lord Krishna and the crossing of the Yamuna. In the Hindu epic Mahabharata, a tale is narrated of Krishna, who as a child helped the villagers of Gokul cross the Yamuna River. The river was under the protection of a serpent deity, Kaliya, who made the waters poisonous. To protect his people, Krishna danced on the serpent's many heads, subduing it and purifying the waters of the Yamuna. Afterward, Krishna allowed the villagers to cross the river safely. While this story does not involve a pharaoh, the concept of a divine figure guiding people across a dangerous body of water, with the divine intervention clearing the path, is strikingly parallel to stories found in other religious traditions, such as the parting of the Red Sea in the Jewish tradition. This shows how similar motifs and stories can appear across different cultures and religions. The Jain Tirthankaras and the concept of nonviolence. Jainism, an ancient Indian religion, is built around the principle of ahimsa, nonviolence, to an extraordinary degree. The stories of the Tirthankaras, spiritual teachers, are filled with remarkable acts of nonviolence and asceticism. The story of Mahavira's extreme nonviolence. Mahavira, the 24th Tirthankara of Jainism, took nonviolence to such an extreme that he would not harm a single living being, not even the smallest insect. One story tells of how Mahavira, during his intense ascetic practices, stood still for long periods so as not to accidentally harm any creatures on the ground. When people threw snakes at him to test his resolve, he remained calm and non-reactive, believing in the sanctity of all life. Mahavira's stories of compassion and self-control inspired many followers and have made Jainism one of the most non-violent religions in history, with practitioners often going to great lengths to avoid harming any form of life, including covering their mouths with cloth to prevent inhaling small insects or sweeping the ground ahead to avoid stepping on tiny creatures. 5. The serpent cult of the Minoans. In ancient Minoan Crete, circa 2700 to 1450 BCE, there was a fascinating religious practice involving the worship of snake goddesses, the Minoan snake goddess. Archaeological discoveries have uncovered figurines of women holding snakes, believed to be priestesses or goddesses of the Minoan religion. The snake was a symbol of fertility, regeneration, and protection. The Minoans viewed the snake as a sacred creature with powers of healing and divine knowledge. One intriguing story suggests that these snake goddesses were involved in religious ceremonies that may have included the handling of live snakes as a demonstration of divine favor, or to invoke the powers of fertility and protection over the community. This practice reflects the profound and mysterious role of serpent worship in Minoan religion and its influence on later Mediterranean cultures. Conclusion. These stories highlight the diversity and richness of religious traditions in the ancient world, revealing the profound ways that different cultures sought to understand the divine, the moral order, and their place in the cosmos. Each story offers a unique window into how religion shaped societies, influenced rulers, and inspired profound personal and cultural transformations.
Thank you for watching. What was your favorite story? Share them in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next video. What other videos do you want to see? Let us know.